and tight, can you see it? Streaming the truth live from where they decree it. Sylvia speaks, no filter, no buffer. Courtroom drama couldn't get any tougher.
When the gavel's first bang, to the weakness turns tears. Sylvia's lens captures all your hopes and fears. Uploading justice one trial at a time. Tune in every moment, edges sublime.
Welcome to the Sylvia Show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show. Welcome to the Sylvia Show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show. Faces tell stories, the courtroom can't hide. Sylvia's insights cut through the divide. From jury talks to the lawyer's secret. In Sylvia's world, you know you'll need it. Behind the scenes where whispers are loud, her lens reveals the truth in the crowd. Courtroom secrets laid bare to see. Stay curious with Sylvia Spree. Every objection, every sharp retort, Sylvia's there to give you the report. Exclusive footage no one else can snag. From catchy headlines straight to the tag. Welcome to the Sylvia Show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show. Welcome to the Sylvia Show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show.
Faces tell.
Good evening, everybody. How is everybody doing this evening, guys? Tonight I have a great special treat for you guys. We got more actors to play these parts tonight. So tonight we're gonna have a full reenactment of what happened in court. We're gonna change the voices because we got a lot of different voices that's gonna come about. But let me introduce you to my what do you call it? My staff, not staff, my actors. All right. First we have hello. Then we have hello. And then we have, you don't have to show your face. You could put your do you want to show your face? Hit the camera. Hit the camera so you don't show your face. CP, hit the camera so you don't show your face. There's a little, okay. And we have our last actor. All right, guys, before we get started, we are reenacting what is happening in the court. We are 1 day behind, well, 2 days behind. And this is United States against Mr. Hold on, let me give you the name of everybody that's on this case. I should have screenshot this thing here. My apologies. Okay. The United States of America plaintiff versus DeAndre Dontrell Wilson, David Brian Lindsay, and Dirk Banks. Case number 224 CR 621 MWF. And we will start on our reenactment. Let's roll it as the jurors enter the courtroom. All here. All right. You may be seated. Mr. Yanello, When is Exhibit 3 going to be displayed here in court?
Exhibit 3 will be displayed shortly, Your Honor. The first witness will introduce the 911 call, and then the second witness will be displaying.
That's what I thought. And does Miss Robinson know that?
We have spoken to Miss Robinson, yes.
All right. So, just so she knows, I mean, obviously she can be here. She can see it. She can choose to skip this part. She can decide it's too much and leave. Obviously, all these things are up to her. I just don't want it to come as a surprise to her that it's being shown, or the videos for that matter.
Yes, we will confer with Miss Robinson again on that particular issue. I think what the court's referring to are the videos that...
Correct. You know what I'm referring to.
Yes.
Next, I need a binder of the exhibits, and I need exhibits and witness lists. And those were, I'm referring to the government here. If those were dropped off and I just haven't gotten them on the bench, then fine. But that is going to, now that we're going into the testimony, I need it. I need that. So please get me that. And whether or not that is true on the exhibit list, now I remind you that what I ask you to do is meet and confer as so the evidentiary rulings I made in February as to those specific items of evidence can be translated into exhibit lists so I know what is I've already admitted.
Yes, Your Honor. We sent a revised exhibit list to the defense yesterday, probably around 6 o'clock, and asked for their input. We had notated where we believed that the court's prior orders admitted certain exhibits, and
recognizing that it isn't finalized, but if you could get me a copy up here so I can keep track, I would appreciate that. Anything else from the government before we break?
no, just a notation, Your Honor, that there were some exhibits that were modified or cleaned up and a few exhibits that were added. So I would ask permission to have the U.S. Attorney's Office staff approach the bench and to provide the additional exhibits, replaced exhibits.
All right. Since right now I don't believe up here I have any exhibits, I don't know what you are talking about. Replacement? I mean, there is nothing to replace. I just don't have a binder. But I'll let you deal with that when I'm off the bench. Miss O'Connor? Miss O'Connor?
Yes. With regard to that last comment about exhibits changing so we got a production of exhibits on August 15th, and then we had a pretrial conference, and the court said to the government, please update this exhibit production to reflect my rulings. We got another production on the 20th, and there were changes in there that were not even pointed out to us. I asked the government about 5 times if they could point out between Exhibit 1 and Exhibit 400 what was different, and they didn't respond until last night at 9 o'clock. They said, look at the metadata and you will be able to tell. So I spent most of my weekend comparing to see what was different. And in some instances, there is like a game of musical chairs going on. So the court excludes government Exhibit 144, pretrial conference. Then they just slip in another 144 that is something totally new that we haven't talked about. They didn't even point that out to us. It's not efficient. And here we are, and we don't even know. I mean, I have done my best to check this production, but I would really appreciate the government pointing out what is new, because some of these are actually potentially 404B and really substantive exhibits that they have just slipped into the August 20th production without any notice.
Miss O'Connor, in your email last night, you mentioned this. I'll just say to the government, I'll say to both sides, when lawyers are in trial, it's just time. It's just time is precious. I don't like it being wasted. That was why I a week ago on a Sunday, I let the lawyers know. I should say I let the government know it didn't need to file a written opposition because, frankly, I just didn't want to you wasting your time on something when I had already made up my mind in regarding to the defense motion. And I didn't need a written opposition. And likewise here, it's just important that defense counsel not be just sent some rabbit hole or spinning their wheels when they have much more important things to be working on. Working on. So here, you know the changes that you are going to make. You are making at this point. So if you are making them, keep track of them and let the defense know what those are. And the Rule 404B issue, we can't resolve that right now. I mean, we can't even resolve it at lunch. But if you could maybe start taking it up when trial is done today. All right? Thank you, Miss O'Connor.
I have one more issue, Your Honor. We had, to that end, for efficiency, we had agreed that the government will give us the witnesses 48 hours in advance because we have these binders that we need to get together. I thought I heard the government say that Mr. Hester was testifying today. Is that?
No, we have provided you the witness list. He's not the order we provided you is the order that the witnesses will be called.
Oh, all right. And if you could provide it to me so I can keep track, I'd appreciate that as well.
I thought I heard it in the opening.
Then I made a mistake.
Okay, got it. Just making sure. Thanks.
I understand, Miss O'Connor.
We don't have the binder.
That would be a surprise to you, I'm sure. All right. Anything else from the defense? Mr. Hardborough? Mr. Mills? Anything else?
No, Your Honor. No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Thank you, counsel. There was a brief recess. The government may have its first witness in the courtroom to save some time if you wish. Welcome back, members of the jury. All 15 of you are here. The government may call its first witness.
The government calls Martha Ulloa.
Calling in this proceeding after having been first duly sworn, testify as follows. Thank you. Please be seated on witness stand. Please stand and spell your name for the record.
Martha Ulloa, Marthulla.
Thank you. Counsel, you may proceed.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Where do you work?
I work for the Los Angeles Police Department.
And what is your specific role at LAPD?
I'm a custodian of records for our communications division.
And can you generally describe your job duties?
Yes, my main focus, or my main duties, are to archive the records that come into our 911 call center.
And so part of that is maintaining emergency calls placed to the 911 dispatch.
Correct.
Were you asked to pull records related to a reported shooting and homicide that occurred on August 19th, 2022?
I was.
And did that reported homicide occur at a gas station near Beverly Boulevard and La Steen, I don't know, Steenaja Boulevard?
It did.
Did you locate records related to the shooting?
Yes, I did.
Did you locate emergency calls that were placed to 911 dispatch?
Yes.
Approximately how many 911 calls were placed?
Approximately 8 calls.
And when did those calls start coming in?
About 17:25 hours, or, excuse me, 5:25 p.m.
So approximately 5:25 p.m. on August the 19th
Correct.
in 2022.
Yes.
And prior to your testimony here today, did you review what has been marked as Government's Exhibit 2?
Yes, I did.
Is Government Exhibit 2 a 911 call placed by someone who witnessed the shooting?
Yes.
Your Honor, the government moves to admit Government's Exhibit 2.
Exhibit 2 is admitted.
Government's Publishing Exhibit 2. Ma'am, did the caller report that somebody had been shot at the gas station?
Yes.
That they were hit and that they saw blood?
Yes.
And that the people who did it ran into the alley?
Correct.
No further questions.
Any cross?
On behalf of Mr. Banks, no cross-examination.
Mr. Harbaugh?
None from Mr. Wilson.
Mr. Mills?
We have no questions, Judge.
All right. Custodian Ulloa, you are excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
The government may call its next witness.
The government calls Detective Sammy Marullo.
This way, please. Detective Samuel Marilla called on this proceeding and, after having been first duly sworn, testify as follows. Thank you. Please be seated and watch your step as you walk around.
Okay.
Please state and spell your name for the record.
Samuel, Samuel.
Samuel, Samuel, Morello, Marullo.
Counsel, you may proceed.
Detective, where do you work?
Detective.
I work for the Los Angeles Police Department, Robbery Homicide Division, West Bureau Section. Can you hear me?
I don't think she can hear. Cheryl, did you hear her?
No, I can't hear her.
Oh, Lord.
I work for the Los Angeles Police
Oh, I'm
Department,
sorry.
Robbery Homicide Division, West Bureau Section.
And so how long have you worked for LAPD?
November will be 30 years.
And how long have you worked in the Robbery Homicide Division?
I worked in homicide for nearly 19 years. Robbery homicide is a new name that we fall under, so not long ago. But 19 years as a homicide investigator.
And was your division West Bureau homicide when this murder occurred on August 19th of 2022?
Yes, sir.
And at the time on August 19th, 2022, was your role at within the West Bureau homicide section?
My rank was detective, which is supervising detective, opposed to a case carrying detective. So my role was to supervise this crime scene, assign detectives to investigate it, and to present during the initial crime scene investigation.
And so to be clear, you were working on August 19th, 2022.
Yes, sir.
And did you receive information about a reported shooting that occurred at a gas station on the corner of La Cindia and Beverly Boulevard?
Yes, sir.
Did you respond to the scene?
Yes.
And what was your role once you arrived?
To supervise the crime scene, to assign investigators to handle the investigation, if you will, and to ensure that the patrol resources are used in a way to secure the crime scene and to assist in any manner deemed necessary by investigators.
So, taking a step back, did LAPD take steps to secure the crime scene?
Yes,
And what was done to secure it?
they, the initial responding officers, they would put up yellow tape which would encircle the crime scene that was determined based on evidence that was present, and there would be patrol officers at and around the perimeter of that crime scene.
Now, when you arrive on scene on August 19th of 22, was one of the steps LAPD took, was it to identify surveillance cameras to see if those cameras captured the events that occurred, the shooting?
Yes, sir.
And were there surveillance cameras that captured the shooting?
Yes, sir.
And did you review the surveillance footage?
Yes, sir.
And prior to your testimony here today, did you review Government's Exhibit 101 and 100?
If they are the surveillance, yes, sir.
And are those excerpts of surveillance footage that depicted the shooting on August 19th of 2022?
Yes.
The government moves to admit Exhibits 100 and 102, Your Honor.
Uh, I'm sorry. Did you say 102 earlier?
I'm sorry, it was 100 and 101, if I misspoke.
Exhibit 100 and 101 are admitted.
Government's publishing Exhibit 101, and if you could just pause it at the beginning.
Detective?
Oh,
Detective, just to orient the jury, can you identify the vehicle containing the victims in this video? Yes, it's the black SUV with the door open. It's a 2018 Escalade. It just circled it into the left-hand side of the video. Is it is that the vehicle you are identifying?
am I
Yes,
supposed am I supposed to be the question and not the am I supposed to be the question here?
You just the Q.
And I'm the answer.
You the
Or
Q.
Cheryl's the cue?
Mm-hmm.
Question.
You
And
got
we're
it?
in at 9/11.
11/11/06. And where in the frame will the shooters appear in this video?
As I see in the frame to the right side, which is an alley.
So I
Somebody,
just circled on the right middle side. So the shooters are going to appear from that alleyway around the yellow box, the yellow circle.
Yes, sir.
Can you play the video, please?
uh, thereupon the video was played.
What was depicted in that video?
You could see in the alley, you could see at least one suspect with a fully extended arm holding a pistol fire in the direction of that Escalade. You see that Escalade then drive off.
The Escalade drove off was, well, we'll get to that. But approximately how far did the Escalade drive from this location?
Not far, just northbound La Senja to St. Vincent in Santa Monica in West Hollywood area.
Was that a secondary crime scene that was preserved and explored for evidence?
Yes, sir.
Please publish number 100, Exhibit 100. Did you also review surveillance footage that allows how the shooter arrived and a better view of the shooter's approach and begin to fire?
Yes, sir.
Please play the video. Did that video show shooters open fire and then flee to a white vehicle and flee the scene?
Yes, sir.
So taking you back to processing the crime scene, in addition to searching for surveillance video, what other steps did you take to search for evidence at the crime scene?
Well, I ensured that no evidence was missed. So as a supervisor, primarily I am responsible for supervising. But there are times where I assist as well. And in this case, I assisted by processing the crime scene. So there were already marked items of evidence. I checked the inner perimeter and the exterior perimeter of the crime scene to ensure that none had been unmarked or undiscovered. So
just to make that clear, you personally participated in the search.
I did.
And as the search was conducted, as pieces of evidence were found, does LAPD take steps to mark those exhibits?
Yes.
Can you generally describe what that means, to mark an exhibit?
Yes, we have placards. They are usually plastic placards with numbers on them. And then we also have placards with letters or stickers with letters on them. So when a tangible piece of evidence that is ultimately going to be recovered as evidence and booked within the LAPD facility, then it will have a number. If it is an untangible piece of evidence, such as a bullet impact on the wall, or in this case, on a gas pump, that is marked with a sticker or a letter, because it's ultimately not going to be retained as evidence and property. So we'll mark those, and in this case, I ensured that they were marked, and I then ultimately measured them from fixed objects within the crime scene, such as the curb line. And I did that. I measured them, and after that, they were photographed. I recovered them as evidence and booked them at the property room within the LAPD facility known as an Olympic Division.
Okay, and did you also direct that photographs be taken of the evidence prior to it being seized by LAPD?
Yes, sir, I did.
Did you review Government's Exhibit 3 prior to your testimony here today?
Yes.
Is that exhibit a compilation of crime scene photos from the gas station?
Yes, sir.
The government moves to admit Exhibit 3.
Exhibit 3 is admitted.
Please publish page 3. Detective, what is depicted in this photograph?
This is a view of the mobile gas station where the shooting occurred at 8489 Beverly Boulevard. And you can see the yellow tape I referenced that patrol officers had set up to identify the crime scene.
And that was important to create a physical barrier to basically ensure that the public was not accessing the crime scene.
One of the ways. So the tape and the actual patrol officers.
Publish page 4, please. Is this another photograph of the crime scene?
Yes, sir.
Based on your investigation, approximately when did the shooting occur?
1723 hours.
So approximately 5:23.
523. Oh,
Is that a busy time of the day in this area?
yes, sir.
Please turn to page 5. What is depicted in this photograph?
It's another angle of that mobile gas station bearing the same address as well as that alley.
Okay, I'm circling the middle portion of the left side. Is that the alleyway that the shooters came out of, parked and came out of, and then ambushed the vehicle from?
Yes, sir.
And on this right side, the pump, kind of in between the pumps, is that where the victim's vehicle was parked? Approximate location?
Yes.
Publishing page 8. So you previously testified about marking evidence that is found. Is this an example what is depicted here?
Yes, sir.
Can you describe what is depicted on page 8?
So the number one, that is the plastic placard, and it's marking the first item of evidence, and that is a discharge cartridge case or a shell casing, as some would know it. And and that happens to be the 10 millimeter discharge cartridge case.
Can you just provide describe what a shell casing is and what it means for the jury?
Yes. So the shell casing is what is expended after a bullet is discharged from it. So when it's a live round of ammunition opposed to being discharged, it has a primer and ammunition. Oh, I'm sorry. It has a primer and it has gunpowder. And then there is a lead bullet and oftentimes a metal jacket encompassing the bullet that is seated in that casing. When the primer is ignited and the explosion occurs and the bullet is discharged or fired from the casing, and the semi automatic handgun that is discharged cartridge case is expelled from an ejection port of the gun, is left behind, opposed to the live ammunition that is seated in the magazine well of the handgun.
Thank you, Detective. In short, does a cartridge casing indicate that a bullet was fired out of the gun at that location?
Yes.
Approximately how many shell casings did LAPD recover from the gas station crime scene?
I recovered 16 10 millimeter discharge cartridge cases and two 9 millimeter cartridge cases, and then one bullet jacket.
Okay, I'm going to publish page 9 through 31. If you wouldn't mind just scrolling through those slowly. And Detective, as we go through these, go a little quicker than that. Are these the other shell casings that you identified by the LAPD?
Yes, sir.
And each one was marked with a play card indicating a particular piece of evidence.
Yes, sir.
If you would publish page 31, what is depicted on page 31?
31 is an angle within that crime scene. It's in the direction of the alley, and that is where almost all of the items of evidence were recovered.
Can you publish page 38? Does page 38 of Exhibit 3, does that depict the general direction that the shooters fired the gun when they were shooting at the victim?
That's where they were positioned based on the video and evidence, yes.
And if you could, will you circle where the victim's vehicle was?
I can use my finger for that. Oh, okay. And the far side, pump 8 and 9. Pump 9 to be specific, and the far side of that pump. Oh, I'm sorry.
And the far side of that pump that you just circled in the middle of the page?
Yes, sir.
Would you publish page 39? As you searched through the crime scene, did LAPD identify evidence showing damage from the bullet strikes at the gas station?
I did, yes.
Would you zoom in on the pump, please? Can you generally describe what is shown here on page 39?
Yes, that is pump 8, and A is marking a bullet impact or where a bullet struck and left a hole. B as well, which is above the A.
Okay. And if you would, go to page 42 or 43, please. Sorry. 46. Did you also identify bullet strikes that appeared to be at the top of the fixture here displayed?
Yes, in the ceiling.
45, please. Is page 45 a closer view of one of the bullet strikes on the pump? On the pump you just identified.
Pump A, 8. Yes.
Now, did LAPD collect and preserve the evidence that was found at the gas station crime scene?
I did, yes.
And how was that done?
After it was measured and photographed, I would use gloves and I would pick up each item of evidence. In this case, it was casings. The evidence consisted of casings and then that copper metal jacket of a bullet. So I put one in an individual envelope and ultimately it would be assigned a case number or a DR number, placed in a larger envelope, and then I had it booked physically at Olympic Property Room an LAPD facility.
That's an evidence storage facility.
Yes, sir.
You mentioned earlier that there was a secondary crime scene related to the shooting on August 19th, 2022. Did you also travel to that crime scene?
Yes, sir.
And you mentioned that it was located on San Vincent Boulevard near the intersection with Santa Monica Boulevard.
Yes, sir.
And what did you do when you arrived at that location?
I inspected it, and it consisted of that 2018 Escalade in the street, as well as some clothing and some tennis shoes on the pavement up on the pavement of the street. I ensured that it was properly secured, meaning that there was yellow tape and sufficient resources to protect it from anyone walking onto the crime scene and potentially disrupting any evidence. I oversaw that until the vehicle, the Escalade, was impounded and held for processing.
As part of processing the crime scene, did LAPD also take photographs?
Yes, sir.
Can you, prior to your testimony here today, did you radio review government's Exhibit 4?
Yes, sir.
And is that a compilation of photographs depicting the secondary crime scene where the Escalade was located?
Yes, sir.
The government moves to admit Exhibit 4,
Exhibit 4 is admitted.
publishing page 2 of Exhibit 4. What's depicted on this in the photograph?
That is the 2018 Escalade that was initially at the gas station, was struck by bullets, and it came to rest or stopped in this lane at St. Vincent and Santa Monica. I'm sorry, San Vincent and Saint Santa Monica.
You mentioned struck by bullets. I'm going to circle here indicating the windows were shattered. Is that what you're referring to on this side of the vehicle?
Yes,
The driver's side.
yes,
Please publish page 3. Is this a different view of the damage to the driver's side of the vehicle?
yes.
Publish page 6, please. What's depicted in this photograph?
It's the same vehicle, a different angle, and you can see the doors, the open doors of the Escalade. You can see the tennis shoes and some gloves, most likely worn by paramedics.
So, this is a photograph of the passenger side of the vehicle.
Yes, sir.
And you mentioned gloves and shoes. Is this indicative that medical staff attempted to treat somebody or treated somebody at that location?
Yes, sir.
Published page 20. What's depicted in this photograph?
It's a shattered rear window of that Escalade and a bullet hole, if you will, that caused the shattering.
After processing the secondary crime scene, you mentioned that the vehicle was impounded.
Yes, sir.
Was there a search conducted of the vehicle?
A cursory search, meaning that one of the investigators used a flashlight just to make sure that there was nothing obvious without disrupting the interior of the vehicle.
Was that important to preserve any evidence that may be contained in the vehicle?
It is important that so no evidence was in plain view that could possibly fall out of it if it were being towed, or just to ensure it wasn't in plain sight at a tow yard where police would not be present.
Were there any firearms located in the vehicle?
No, sir.
Did you assign a detective to investigate the murder?
Yes.
And who was that detective?
Detective Vanderlee. And the initial response was Detective Davis. And when Detective Carreras returned, he would resume investigating it with Detective Vanderlee.
No further questions.
Thank you. Cross examination.
On behalf of Mr. Banks, we have no questions for the detective.
Mr. Harrow,
Your Honor, none for Mr. Wilson.
Mr. Mills,
Brief.
Briefly, Your Honor.
Please, you may proceed.
Good morning, Mr. Morello.
good morning, sir.
So you testified that you were the detective responsible for the evidence in this case, right?
I was the detective supervisor who then processed the evidence at the initial crime scene. Yes, sir.
But at the initial crime scene, you marked the items, measured them, and booked them.
Yes, sir.
And you personally measured that scene.
Yes, sir.
So no firearm was ever recovered in this case, right?
Well, not at the scene.
In this case, is a little ambiguous, Mr. Mills.
At the scene, I'll rephrase, Judge. At the scene.
No, sir. No firearms at the scene were recovered.
And there was no fingerprint of David Lindsay on any of the castings, correct?
Correct.
No DNA of David Lindsay anywhere in the evidence or the casing, correct?
Correct.
And not a single booked item, to your knowledge, bears his name, right?
Correct.
I'll pass the witness, Judge.
Thank you. Mr. Any redirect, Mr. Anna Natalino?
No, Your Honor.
Detective, you are excused. Thank you. Government may call this next witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. The government calls Louis Calvillo.
This way, please.
Oh. Hang on.
Thank you. Please be seated. Please state and spell your name for the record.
Louis Carvillo, LuisCalvillo.
Thank you. Counsel, you may proceed. Mr. Weiner.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good afternoon, sir. Where do you currently work?
I currently work for the Montclair Police Department.
And what do you do as in the Montclair Police Department?
I work as a uniform patrol for the city of Montclair.
Before you worked for the Montclair Police Department, did you work for the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department as a Los Angeles Sheriff's deputy?
Yes.
And were you employed by the sheriff in August of 2022?
Yes.
And what was your role when you were employed by the sheriff?
I work for uniform patrol.
And did you respond to a call for service on August 19th, 2022?
I was flagged down by a pedestrian that day.
All right. And can you describe what happened when you were flagged down?
I was leaving the station with my training officer at the time, and a pedestrian waved us down, claiming, from the best of my knowledge, that a black SUV was shot, or someone inside that SUV was shot.
And what station was that outside of?
The West Hollywood Sheriff's Station.
And have you reviewed exhibits 10 through 12 and 16 in this case?
Yes.
Okay. And And are 10 through 12 excerpts of body cam from body cam that you were wearing
Yes.
on that day?
Yes, I did.
And is Exhibit 16 a compilation of screenshots of body cam that depict the scene as well?
Yes.
Your Honor, move to admit 10, 11, 12, and 16 into evidence.
Those are admitted.
Can we please publish Exhibit 16, page 6? Are you able to see that picture
Yes.
on the screen? Okay, did you recognize anybody in this photograph?
The one with the shaved head, that is going to be me.
So this is an accurate depiction of you on the scene on August 19th of 22.
Yes.
Okay, and in addition to being a sheriff's deputy, did you have any background in training in first aid or CPR?
In CPR.
Okay, and what was your role on August 19th at the scene after you were flagged down?
I approached the black SUV, pulled the victim out of the SUV, and then began performing a CPR on the victim.
Okay, and when you pulled the victim out of the Escalade of the black car, did you notice anything about him? Were there injuries, for example? What type of injuries did you observe?
I
You're in a bad spot. You're breaking up.
observed a gunshot wound to, I believe it was his back.
Were they severe?
Yes.
Can you describe them?
There was, for best term, a between.
You're breaking up again. You're in a bad spot.
Can't hear you.
You still couldn't hear me?
Now,
Repeat.
Okay. So there was, for better term, a small amount or pond of blood in between the seats in the rear seats of the SUV where the subject was lying.
and what happened after you pulled him out?
I exited the SUV and I had to tell another individual he needed to step away.
So now I'm going to publish Exhibit 12 with audio. And is Exhibit 12 a compilation of two pieces of body cam? So there is going to be a break in time at some point.
Yes.
Okay, great. So let's play that and then we'll walk through it. And just to orient everyone while this is playing, is this your body cam?
Yes.
This is your vantage point.
Yes.
And who are we looking at right now?
Right now, that is going to be the victim.
We see that you are putting on gloves in the video. Why are you doing that?
Because I observed blood on the seats.
All right. So you said before that you performed CPR. Do you remember approximately how long you performed CPR on the individual?
I don't recall for how long, but it was a good amount of time.
Okay. Were you able to resuscitate him?
No.
And there was an individual who was screaming at the end of the body cam, screaming, no. Do you know who that individual was?
Yes.
And who was that?
Quando Rondo.
No further questions. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Officer, does the city of West Hollywood have an arrangement with the sheriff's department for the sheriff's department to act as the police for the force of West Hollywood?
Yes.
Yes.
So that's why you were there at that time. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Counsel, cross examination?
No cross.
None for Mr. Wilson.
None for Mr. Lindsay, Your Honor. Thank you, counsel. Officer Cavallio, you are excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The government may call its next witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. The United States calls Dr. Robert Wu to stand, excuse me, Richard Wu.
Mm-mm.
This way, please.
This way, please. Sorry. Thank you. Be seated. Watch your step. Please state and spell your name for the record.
First name Richard, Richard. Last name spelled OU, pronounced U.
Thank you. Counsel, you may proceed.
Good morning, Dr. Wu.
Good morning.
Where do you work, sir?
I am a deputy medical examiner at the Los Angeles County Department of Medical Examiner.
And what is a deputy medical examiner?
A deputy medical examiner is a physician or doctor with a specialty known as forensic pathology.
And is the medical examiner's office sort of the same as colloquially known as coroner's office?
Yes.
And how long have you worked at the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner's office?
In total, about 6 years, but in my current position, 5.
Are you a licensed medical doctor?
Yes.
I want to talk to you a little bit about your background, training, and experience that qualifies you to hold this position. Starting with your undergrad, can you explain your education to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
I completed my undergraduate education at Brigham Young University. I completed medical school at the State University of New York Downstate Medical Center. I completed a pathology residency at the UCLA Department of Pathology, and I completed a forensic pathology fellowship at the Los Angeles County Department of Medical Examiner.
And are you board certified?
Yes,
What are your board certifications?
I am board certified in anatomic pathology, clinical pathology, and forensic pathology.
Do you mind giving us some context and explaining the differences between those three?
Anatomic pathology is a subset of pathology that deals with examining tissue. So, for example, biopsy or organ resections for evidence of natural disease, such as cancer. These pathologists are the ones that look under the microscope at tissues for diseases. Clinical pathology is another subset of pathology in general that deals more with the lab side of pathology. So things such as blood banking, microbiology, or molecular studies. Forensic pathology is yet another subspecialty within the general pathology subspecialty that specializes in performing autopsies to determine the cause and manner of death for deceased individuals.
And that last board certification, is that what most of your job is focused on at the medical examiner's office?
Yes,
As part of your job as a deputy medical examiner, do you routinely conduct autopsies?
yes.
Can you approximate for the jury how many autopsies you have conducted throughout your career?
About 3,000.
And how many times have you testified in court about those autopsies?
About 75.
And have you testified before in court about regarding both manner and causes of death?
Yes.
Can you please briefly explain to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury the difference between a manner of death and a cause of death?
The cause of death is the immediate medical issue that directly led to an individual's death. So, for example, if somebody has heart disease and they had a heart attack, then the cause of death would be the heart disease. If a person had cancer that spread throughout his or her body and that caused his or her death, then the cause of death in that case would be whatever type of cancer that individual had. The manner of death is an opinion based both on the circumstances of the deceased as well as the autopsy findings. There are five different manners of death. They are natural, accident, suicide, homicide, and undetermined.
Thank you. And when, as you conduct an autopsy and form an opinion with respect to, or a conclusion with respect to the manner and cause of death, do you take into account, sounds like you take into account the surrounding circumstances as you know them. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and I want to direct your attention to your work in this case. Did you work on a case that was assigned coroner's case number 2022 08690?
Yes.
Do you recognize that case number?
Yes.
Does that case number correspond with an autopsy that was conducted on August 29th, 2022?
Yes.
And who was that autopsy conducted on?
Mr. Xavier Robinson.
In following your the autopsy that you did you conduct that autopsy first of all?
Yes.
And following that autopsy, did you write a report about that autopsy?
Yes.
And does that report detail your observations and findings that you reached at the time of that autopsy?
Yes.
And in this case, did you complete that form as well as that report with respect to the cause and manner of death?
Yes.
Before we get to your conclusions with respect to this autopsy, generally speaking, when someone is received into the coroner's office or the medical examiner's office, are there photographs taken of that person? Or could you just generally describe the process of receiving someone into the office?
When a deceased individual is reported to the office, they are given a distinct case number that follows him or her throughout the duration of the paperwork that preceded or that will follow at the medical examiner's office, as well as any photographs that are taken. When the individual is received at the office, he or she can be watched and photographed, as well as having imaging such as CT scans or x rays performed before the autopsy. The autopsy is then conducted by one of the deputy medical examiners, and this includes both an external examination and or an internal organ examination.
And is that how your role began in this case after Mr. Robinson had already been prepared for your autopsy?
Yes.
You should have an exhibit book in front of you. Do you see an exhibit book? It should have a logo on it. It should be volume 1. There are a few. Do you see it?
Yes.
Okay, could you please turn to tab 41 in that exhibit binder, please? And let me know when you're there.
I think that's the defense binder. Is that correct?
Oh, I see. It shouldn't be. Yeah, there should be a different binder up there.
I've got it, Your Honor. Let me just say, ladies and gentlemen, what you're going to see is Exhibit 41 is one, but only one photographer. photograph from the autopsy. It is for the purpose for which the government is going to elicit. There is no intention now to either evade Mr. Robinson's privacy or to be overly gruesome. But the government believes that this photograph is useful for certain purposes. You may go ahead, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. If you have that binder in front of you, can you tell me when you are at Exhibit 41, Doctor?
I am at Exhibit 41.
Do you recognize Exhibit 41?
Yes.
Okay, what is Exhibit 41?
This is a photograph taken before the beginning of the autopsy. Specifically, it is of case 22-08690, Mr. Robinson. The picture, within the picture, is portions of his head, neck, chest, and left arm.
Thank you. Your Honor, at this time, the government offers Exhibit 41 into evidence.
41 is admitted.
Thank you. If we may publish 41, showing you Exhibit 41 on the monitor. Do you see that?
Yes.
You see Exhibit 41, Dr. Okay? Before we talk about your findings, were you able to determine the basic information for Mr. Robinson with respect to his age, height, weight, things like that?
Yes.
Excuse me?
And what were those?
24 years old, 73 inches tall, 171 pounds.
73 inches tall is about 6'1".
Yes.
Now, to your knowledge, was this individual identified as Mr. Stivey Robinson?
Yes.
Before we get into the details of the injuries that you found on Mr. Robinson, can you just broadly describe the nature of the injuries that Mr. Robinson had sustained when you examined him?
Gunshot wounds.
How many?
4.
Now, within your report and within your examination, did you examine and document each of those gunshot wounds?
Yes.
So I first want to talk to you about what you designated as gunshot wound number 1. Can you first tell us which gunshot wound that you designated as gunshot wound number 1?
Gunshot wound number 1 is seen on this photograph as the skin defect on the left chest.
And are you indicating, I'm circling an area on Mr. Robinson's body. Is that gunshot wound number 1?
Yes.
And were you able to determine that this was a bullet wound?
Yes.
And were you able to determine the entry point?
Yes.
Can you tell us about that?
The entry point was here in this picture on the left chest.
And can you tell us about the injuries that were caused by this bullet?
The path of the wound involved the skin and soft tissues of the chest, the left rib, the left lung, and also the heart.
And so did the bullet puncture Mr. Robinson's heart based on your evaluation?
Yes.
Was the projectile found within Mr. Robinson's body, or did you not find it?
A projectile was found within the deceased.
Where?
The projectile was found in the pericardial sac. Pericardial is spelled Pericardial. Sac is pronounced, sac is spelled SAC. This is the protective covering surrounding the heart. So after the bullet entered the pericardial sac, injuring the heart, it remained in the space between the sac and the heart.
And that is where you recovered it.
Yes.
What would the impact from this gunshot wound be on Mr. Robinson's ability to, for his heart to work and his respiratory system to work?
Given that there were injuries to both the heart and the lungs, one of the subsequent physiologic findings would be internal bleeding due to the injuries to the heart and the lungs. Other physiologic changes that would occur with these injuries would be difficulty breathing due to the injuries to the lung, as well as difficulty circulating blood due to the injuries to the heart.
Would this be considered a life threatening injury to vital internal organs?
Yes.
Why is that?
Well, just like I stated before, there are major organs to the cardiopulmonary system with bleeding and difficulty breathing, and also difficulty pumping blood would result in the medical decline to death.
I'm going to talk to you about gunshot wound number 2. Where, which wound did you designate as gunshot wound number 2, sir?
Gunshot wound number 2, entry and exit were both of the left biceps.
Would you mind utilizing the touchscreen in front of you and circling that for the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
Sure. Is there a specific device I can use to?
Just use your hand.
Thank you.
Just touch the screen and circle it.
Understood. Thank you.
You.
The entry for gunshot wound number 2 is here on the left biceps. The exit to gunshot wound number 2 of the left biceps is here.
All right. Was that projectile found from the gunshot wound number 2?
No.
Would this be, in layman's terms, a through and through gunshot wound?
Yes.
Okay, can you generally describe the nature of the injuries that were caused by gunshot wound number 2?
Injuries were noted to the skin and soft tissues of the left biceps.
Were you able to determine the direction of that gunshot wound?
Yes.
How were you able to do that?
Measuring the entry point and the exit point in respect to a fixed position. So in this case, because of the arm, generally the position you measure from is the shoulder. The top of the shoulder can give you an idea of where the entry wound was in relation to the exit wound. Based on that, it is possible to give an opinion as to the direction. For the direction of gunshot wound number 2 was front to back, left to right, and up.
What does that mean, front to back, left to right, and up?
An autopsy is conducted in what we call the anatomic position. This is when, if you were to lie down on your back with your palms facing upwards, that would be the anatomic position. So, any directionality as to the part of the wound would be given based on this position. The front of the person being the chest, the back of the person being the back, the head being the top, and the feet being the bottom. So when the direction of the wound is front to back, left to right, and up, it means that the path of the wound proceeded from the front of the individuals towards the back, the left side of the individual towards the right side of the individual, and upwards in the direction of the head.
Thank you. Moving on to gunshot wound number 3. Can you see gunshot wound number 3 in this photograph?
Yes.
Would you mind circling that gunshot wound for the jury? And can you please tell us about your findings with respect to this gunshot wound?
The entry point for gunshot wound number 3 was also of the left biceps. The path of the wound involved the skin and soft tissues of the left biceps. And the projectile was recovered from the left biceps soft tissues.
And I'm sorry, did you mention the direction of this particular wound?
I did not yet. The direction is front to back, left to right, and down.
Thank you. Finally, moving on to gunshot wound number 4, let me just clear the screen for you. With respect to gunshot wound number 4, can you see that in this photograph?
No.
Well, but to be clear, were photographs taken of all of the gunshot wounds?
Yes.
And can you please explain to us, as best you can, the location of gunshot wound number 4, as well as some of your findings?
If I point to my arm as I described,
You may, doctor.
thank you. The entry point to gunshot wound number 4 was on the posterior or the back of the left forearm. So if the palm is up, is if the palm is the front side or an interior, the back of the hand and the back of the forearm would be the posterior surface. The entry point was here. The path of the wound involved the skin and soft tissues of the forearm as well as the ulna bone. Ulna, spelled ULNA. A projectile was found within the soft tissues of the anterior portion of the forearm around where the elbow bends, and the direction was back to front, left to right, and up.
Thank you. This position that you described with the arms up, is that consistent with someone trying to shield themselves from something?
It is possible.
Thank you. Now, after conducting the autopsy in this case related to this Mr. Robinson, what did you determine the cause of death to be?
Gunshot wounds.
And what did you determine the manner of death to be?
Homicide.
I have nothing further, Your Honor. You can remove the exhibit.
Cross-examination.
Not on behalf of Mr. Banks.
Not for Mr. Wilson.
Now on behalf of Mr. Lindsay, Your Honor. Thank you, counsel. Dr. Wu, you are excused. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to take a break for lunch. It's a couple of minutes before noon. When I refer to time, I'm using it on the court's formal computer system, which is a pretty close but not exactly to the same time as the clock here in the courtroom. But essentially, be back here ready to go at 1 o'clock, which means I want you back in the jury room before then. Remember what I told you. Do not discuss or to investigate this case. Thank you. All right, guys. Okay, what do y'all think?
That
Are we
was
done?
Yeah, we're done.
awesome. That was awesome. I cannot wait to get to the part when they talk about the phone.
Huh?
I said that was awesome. I can't wait to get to the part where they talk about the phone.
The phone. You know what? We could skip to that on tomorrow.
No, we don't have to skip to anything.
No, the reason why, because I think we were way behind and we haven't had, not too many people came in to view this at all.
It's on the record, so they can go back and review it, right?
Huh?
Consistency is key, right? Yeah, exactly.
I mean, they could go back and review it if they didn't get to watch it live.
We've
Yeah.
learned from you, Sylvia, that consistency is key, right?
I know consistency is key. Yeah.
We learn from the best. You.
But we gotta secure a time that's good for everybody. We gotta stick to that time for people to know that this is the time we're going to do and what day. You hear what I'm saying?
Are you doing it tomorrow?
I know you got Bella, so I don't.
Well, actually, I'm going to take her home. I could be available by 7, if that works for everybody.
7, is that good for everybody? Or 7:30? Is that good? Do y'all hear us? Hello?
We hear you.
Okay, y'all didn't answer if 7 is okay for y'all tomorrow.
I
I
think
was
the
waiting for
phone.
the
I think
chat.
it
Is
glitched
7
or
okay
something.
for the chat? What
Yeah,
time does the chat want?
7 is great for me. I think my phone must have glitched or something.
But we just got to be consistent and the chat will come. You get what I'm saying?
Well,
Yeah,
let's do it.
let's do it. 7 is great for me.
Is there a day that you guys cannot do?
I can't do Saturday.
Okay, I can't really do it either. Anybody else? Any other day that y'all cannot do it? I can't really do Friday either because I'm working Friday
Like
evening.
maybe we should just check day to day. Like we could agree to tomorrow at 7 and then we can go from there.
Okay.
Yeah, good idea.
I mean, my schedule gets clogged up day to day, so I never know. I never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, but thank you, ladies. You guys did a great job. Thank you so much. We just
Thank
try to
you.
trying to get the consistency. Even like if you can't make it, I want to find a date. I mean, enough like 4 or 5 days
Yeah,
a week.
yeah,
Because I don't want us to be way behind in the trial, and if there's some good stuff happening and we missing it out, and not getting people up to speed.
yeah.
What page are they on right now? What I mean, like we're on 111, but what page are they on right now? Do you know?
Oh, they're on day 26. Today's date the 26th. We still on day one.
Oh gosh.
But I was
I mean,
thinking, okay, for example, like that guy got on the stand, the other one that the one that's the co-defendant that took the plea deal, and I want to see his testimony. So I was thinking about maybe tomorrow when we do it, we jump onto to
The
I'll
phone.
send y'all the transcript, and we could do theirs, and then come back to the other ones after.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying? Because I
yeah,
really want to see what he says. Because
yeah.
someone took. I guess it was there in the courtroom with a meta glasses on, and they took pictures from the courtroom.
Wow, you're
Yeah, go
kidding.
go go into hold on, let me show y'all. Hold on.
Oh my goodness.
I know I said he posted it.
Wow.
Yeah, he posted it. Hold on, let me go to Instagram.
Mhm.
Let me show y'all.
Isn't that a crime for him to film in there?
They're not supposed to. They're not supposed to, but people do whatever they want to do.
Mm-hmm. They do.
when do you think that this will be wrapped up, Sylvia?
4 weeks they said, but I guess they got
Weeks?
about 3 more weeks. I guess.
Good gracious alive. We might need we might just have to do 4 hours at a time instead of one and two.
Yeah, or at least 2 hours.
Look at this. I'm gonna show you. They took the picture. Said he posted it. Said it to my you dummy, but he's the one who reposted it, so he could get.
Right.
He posted it, but they're
He's
gonna call somebody a
culpable.
dummy.
Yeah, now he's culpable.
He part of it now.
Right.
He said dummy posted this picture. Look. Y'all see it?
Yeah.
Y'all see it? Let me get my screen thing off. I know one person ain't there to do it.
My goodness.
I ain't.
I know that's right.
I am not one person that's there to do it. Hold on, let me remove this. Let me share it. This is them sharing it. This is it right here. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Did he take it off? Hold on a second. Hold on. Did it come off? Where did he go? Where did it go? Yeah, we
Sure.
just had it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it disappeared. Did he remove it? It was on his thing. He said the dummy that posted this, and then he's the one who posted it too. Hold on. Let me search his name again. Okay, hold on. Oh, he took. There it is, right there. There it is, y'all. Y'all see it? This is from the court. Look at it. That's the guy testifying.
Wow.
They got a picture of the guy testifying. Can you believe that mess?
Yes. I hope the judge doesn't find out.
Some. Now, come on. You don't think the judge gonna find out that somebody posted that on there? He said, "Who took this big photo? You a dummy. You a dummy." But look, but he posted it. I don't understand why would he
Right.
posted it. You there at the courthouse, and then you gonna
Right.
repost it. I wouldn't repost it if I'm at the courthouse. I'm not gonna
Right.
repost it at all.
And have the judge calling you up there to explain.
Y'all, they're about to get in trouble. I guarantee you, somebody's gonna investigate this,
Hmm.
and they're gonna end up kicking everybody out the courtroom. That's gonna happen.
Wow. Terrible.
Well,
Are we on for tomorrow at 7 then?
yes, we're on tomorrow. I'm ready. Are you on for tomorrow,
Yes, I'm on.
Richard? Ooh, you ready for tomorrow? And we're gonna do. I'm gonna get you the new one, and then we're gonna do his testimony because he's on the stand. People taking pictures of him. That is terrible. How you gonna take a picture of the guy? They're gonna show us
Right.
like that. That's crazy.
Right. Definitely can.
So Sylvia, the one that you sent me by accident, is that the one we're going to be working off tomorrow?
No, we're gonna do the other one. We're gonna do the one for today. We're gonna hold off on that one that I send y'all.
Can you send us the one that we're going to be doing tomorrow?
When I get it.
Oh, you haven't got it yet.
Mm-mm.
Did you ever get the full
Oh, the
transcript from?
one for Duffy.
Yeah.
That's Duffy. I'm still waiting on that. Did they open it up on the in the system? They probably didn't because he was found not guilty. I mean, they was through his
Yeah.
case
I
out.
don't know. I heard something about appealing it or something.
Who's appealing it? They can't appeal it because he was found. They threw it out. They can't appeal it.
I know.
Only
I got
him.
to find out what happened.
Hold on, let me go in here. Hold on, Banks County,
I
right?
got to find out what happened. I think it was today or yesterday. Because he had to go to court.
He had to go to court.
Yeah, I got to find out more information before I
Why did he
say
have to go to
something.
court? Mr. Steele, his attorney wasn't there.
I don't really know the answer. I'm going to find out.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna let me. What's his
What
last?
Maybe
case
somebody
was
else
that?
was. Oh, I know. His wife was there.
What was the last name again?
Duffy.
McDuffie, right?
Yeah,
Okay, there we go. Hold on.
I think his wife was there with him. Steele's wife.
Oh, she was there. It's represented.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay.
I'll have to get the scoop and I'll let you know. I don't know, but I'll try to find out.
Okay, I don't see anything with his name on it.
I don't know. I don't know what it was about, but I know he had to go to court. I just don't know what it was.
Oh,
And I think she was there with him, so I don't really know. I'll find out.
I wonder if it was civil.
All right, girl. Well, I'm going to go to sleep.
Okay, hon. Thank you.
I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
All right, hon.
Okay, good night.
We gotta
Night.
do this early enough to make sure everything is all the kinks is out.
Okay.
All right. See you
You're
later.
right. Okay.
Bye.
All right.
Okay. Bye bye, everybody.
Bye. Bye,
Bye.
chat. You guys have a great night. Also, I got something to play for you guys. Mr. Maxard's case for tomorrow. I'm gonna show you a video of his case that he has a bond hearing tomorrow. I'm gonna end this and we're gonna start over. Okay. All right. Later, y'all. Come back. I'm coming back for real this time. All right.
Thank you for watching the infamous Sylvia channel, where laughter and fun make up our panel. Together we build this digital spree. We appreciate you and our growing family. With mods by our side and chat flowing free in this online space. It's just you and me. We laugh until tears roll down like the rain. In this virtual world, you ease all my pains. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. We cherish the moments, the highs and lows, from the latest gossip to stories untold. You're more than a viewer, you're part of the crew in this space of ours. It's all because of you. This digital world where emotion is shared, every post and reaction showing we care. The love is real in this virtual domain. With every sign, enjoys what we'll gain. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. This digital world where emotion is shared, every post and reaction showing we care. The love is real in this virtual domain. With every sign, enjoys what we'll gain. We're a family, not just a show. Every click